Hi, welcome to our Evolved Pilates Exercise of the Week, episode number 3. I'm Julia and this is Amanda, and we're here to demonstrate for you the new exercise for this week, which is a variation on knee floats. So, what you want to do to get started is to get your client or yourself lying in neutral spine on the mat. So we've got tail grounded into the floor, an imprint of the back of the ribs down into the mat, lovely and wide through the tips of the shoulders. Having the palms turning upwards, as Amanda does here, just helps to open through the collarbones and create a little bit more width through the chest, and a nice heavy head centered on top of the shoulders. So that's your neutral spine setup. We are also bringing to you a series of masterclasses that help to explain the concepts of neutral spine, dissociation, correct sitting and standing postures. So stay tuned for those masterclasses coming soon to our YouTube channel. So from this position here, we want to activate the muscles of pelvic floor and of lower tummy. And you'll see here as Amanda activates, you see nothing. There's no bony change. There's not a tilt of the pelvis, a grip of the buttocks, a tightening of the muscles of the thighs. The breathing is smooth. And then what we'll do from here, starting on this left side, Amanda, we'll start to float the leg up, hinging from the hip, and then lower the leg down. So let's do 4 on each side. So the movement is a hinge of the thigh bone in the hip socket. The knee stays bent. The leg is light. The movement is fluid and effortless. And again, some of those Pilates principles that we've touched upon in previous exercises. You don't see any increase of tension around the neck and the shoulders as the legs move. You don't see the ribs start to pop. Importantly too, as the leg comes upward, you don't see a dumping of the spine down into the floor. So you can see here that as Amanda moves her legs, the movement of the leg doesn't slump her spine into the floor. She's stronger than that. If we were to add a progression, let's go for the float of the leg coming up to the same position, extending away, that's it, so about a 45-degree angle, bending the leg, hinging at the knee and the hip to come back, and placing the foot down to the floor. Let's do another 2 on each side. So the leg floats and extends, reaching the leg out long from the hip. Bend to come up and pop down. 1 more on each side. So you're looking for a smooth transition of one leg to the other. This next variation also adds an extension force. We're watching here that we don't slump into the low back, that we don't arch and extend, slump through the return, and lower. Fantastic. So the next challenge here is we're going to take both legs off the floor. So we start exactly the same way, that lovely hinge, feeling like the thigh bone is sinking and dropping into the hip, holding the leg there, and then a lovely light float of the second leg to lift, the first leg to lower, and then the second. And let's go for that right leg floating up. It often helps to add an exhale breath. Think of fanning those back ribs down into the mat. Lower the first leg and lower the second. Beautiful. Let's do another 4. So you can see there that as Amanda moves her leg, she maintains really nice core control and stability through her trunk, through her transverse abdominis, her corset muscle. We don't see any bulging of the abdomen towards the ceiling. That's it. And again, the movement of the legs is light. They do not look heavy. It does not look laboured. Lovely, well done. So an excellent exercise to add to your routine. You'll find a lot of gym programs use this concept. So start to think about this when you do any of these types of movements, maintaining a neutral spine. What's the outcome of the exercise? What we're trying to train here is limb movement and dissociation with good spinal and pelvic stability. So that concludes our episode 3 of knee floats. Please stay tuned for our next episode, which is adding a small amount of lumbar flexion into your routine at home. Thanks for watching.